Hello and welcome back to another Kingdom Come Deliverance episode. We are starting off just where we left off. Oh, we are on the same map as previously. I thought we are on the new map, but alright. Hold on, where am I supposed to go? We'll see. Oh, okay, so from there.
Lots of guests. None of 3 girls I like it. It's a lot better here in Crossy. It'll be bad, I tell you. I know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad. Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rebel one. Well, I ain't so sure about that. It was nice. He'll be down with it for at least a week without anyone else. That's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Someone knocked him off and didn't even rob. Lots of guests. None of 3 girls I like it. It's a lot better here in Crossy. It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we... I'm sorry. Someone will be here. It was nice. Lots of guests. None of 3 girls I like it. It's a lot better here. Wrong there. That's that.
You might not be so hard on folk if they tried a little...
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Capon. He's our groom. Always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got, but Cabat's already got 3. So that's...
1.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk.
All right.
And now I'm telling you, and when it's done, bring it to me to check. Lads, this here itinerary...
Alright, well.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith? Where's that fool of a blacksmith? That damn wretch. Like always, he loiters around here all day. When you need him, he vanishes like the wind. That miserable blacksmith, where is he now?
Oh, this is useless. It's cold.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith? That miserable blacksmith, where is he
finished?
now?
So we were literally 2 strikes away from finishing it in one go. Sure. Sorry if my voice is a little weird, but I'm kind of starting to lose a bit of my voice again from all the coughing.
Speak with him.
About that horseshoe.
Well,
Yeah.
well, what are you standing around here for?
No. You told...
You're a smart one, eh? Well, he's our groom. Most likely, just between the two of us, he's a...
Hey, we got level 16, let's go. I think we should be able to get the skill that gives us the... Exactly. The Martin's secret. That would be good too, but for later. That's very nice.
Nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests.
I brought you those horseshoes.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here, so either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like...
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive.
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud.
Let's just say I haven't always met...
Not quite. I'd also...
But I'll tell you. Suit yourself.
Well, I still got some lockpicks just from smithing that horseshoe, so we're good.
Greetings. What brings you here so...
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you...
No.
Ah, well, that's handy. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
By the way, would you happen...
Why, up the stairs?
Yeah, but...
Then don't go there. Hey,
I could help you.
you could. Well, that'd be great.
Sure thing.
Aren't I supposed to be here? Well, I don't know. No, here it is.
That's one sharp blade.
Good day. Greetings to you.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher.
And then the
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hand.
Understandable.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford.
Isn't he all?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said.
Uh-huh. You don't mind building us?
No. Such matters. A fella has to know his place in this.
I'll be going.
Aye. God be with you.
Alright then, all we need to do now is to somehow get up there. Maybe we should actually use some stealth perks. No, but there isn't really anything in here that would help me.
Greetings, friend. God be with you.
This property belongs to someone else.
Alright, alright.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
It was nice.
Do I have any savior schnapps now? Of course not. And I cannot talk to you.
What's that sound? I heard it coming from here. I heard it here.
No, and there's another guy.
Fuck it.
That's
Stop fooling around with those stones.
Was Lord Semin's wedding
that's not good.
Mumble something in terms.
Well, let's maybe try from here. Somehow. Well, that doesn't look too good.
Halt! You've no business here.
Quiet as a mouse. Yeah. I wouldn't mind finding some savior schnapps in any of those.
The second toll for Hans.
I could hear someone on the other side, I think. Oh no.
Who's there? Hey, you've no business here. Are you looking to steal something?
I'll bear it in mind that I'm not going anywhere with you. What would I be looking for there anyway? Hey, you're the one they're looking for here. Halt!
All right,
Oh, no.
all right. You caught me. I surrender.
You're a wanted man. You're that bastard who's been... I'll have none of that. You'll... I'll catch that bastard.
Look,
What are you talking about?
look, we're both men.
Where are you going with this?
It's like this.
No.
They're wheelie. Well, this yard at high noon. Then all of a sudden, that girl made a. Oh,
All right then. I'll...
You're not permitted to be here. Halt!
I surrender.
You're a want. You're that. I'll have none of.
Look,
What are you?
look, we're both.
Where are you?
It's like
No.
they. Well, at high. Then all of a sudden, that girl. Oh,
Oh, that's that. And now off you go. I'm watching you.
Right.
You want me to arrest you again, or what? You can't hang around here. Plenty of time to find you. Here you are. Now I've got you. Halt!
easy. I surrender.
You can't say you will. You'll pay.
All right.
Now, show.
All right.
Well, this is obvious. All right, but I don't want to.
Oh, I still have to lockpick, so.
God be with you. God be with you.
Alright, but now the question is, how the fuck do I get up there if it's so incredibly well guarded? There's like absolutely no way I'm getting up there.
Guard,
Must you interrupt me at my prayers?
sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying.
You know Thomas.
Well, that's a really long story, but I.
Talk. What do you expect? Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. Them bastards cut him up good. Poor fella. And if that wasn't enough,
What exactly is wrong with...
He was badly wounded in a fight. It looked for a while like he wouldn't live to see. Only a few days ago he caught a fever and the Sawbones is away with Lord von Burgo.
And the maiden?
You're in Trotsky for the first time, eh? It's that narrow... We call the second one the Crone. There's some legend about it.
I'll be going.
Thanks.
Blacksmith.
God be with you.
Greetings to you, friend.
Alright, well, what the fuck do I do then? That's like the only way to get up there. And it's so well guarded, there's like no way you can do anything.
Where's that blacksmith?
What's the matter, good wife?
Because of that damn blacksmith. The lock on my spice chest is stuck. And Sir Otto will... How am I to bake gingerbread?
Can I help you?
No, unless you can pick a lock.
Sure. As it happens,
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My...
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there.
Never mind that. You go in...
Alright, well, maybe that'll help
What
me
a
get
day.
inside.
I burned the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it.
Careful.
But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Pfui!
So they're crisp on the outside and juicy on the inside. Nothing half-cooked. Oh, this talk makes my stomach turn.
Eric.
God be with you. Christ, pardon me.
And don't forget to light the fire in the main hall. It's as cold there as a dungeon. And that doesn't...
Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
The third toll. I
Hang
better
on.
get moving.
Where's that ginger? Herdeck, how am I to make that gingerbread? I'll bet it was that ninny Dorker who took it. Why do I even bother?
It's as cold there as a...
Do you know how I can...
You can't. Only his lordship, and usually, that is. Only now, Captain Tom...
I understand.
See you later, my friend.
And when that's all done, let the maids get stuck into cleaning, so you don't show me up in front of his lordship.
Huh?
Huh? I must be mad.
Well, I guess that got us through.
Everyone to me. You there? Quick! Over there. Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days, and the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while, but it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I actually know a bit about medicine.
Really? You don't really look the part.
All you have to do is tell me what's in it.
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Ratai, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Alright, well, at least the game saved, I guess. I could really use a savior schnapps though.
Watch out on the right, Yannick. Quick.
The fourth bell.
Quick. Over there.
Oh no, there's a guard in here. Oh, but he's looking the other way around. I wonder if he's been there all this time and I just haven't noticed him. Also, I wonder how you do this sequence if you haven't leveled up stealth before. Hello? I need you to move. I don't want to knock you out. Ah. So I can't even knock you out.
Huh?
Hey, you've no business here. Are you looking to steal something?
Ah. Well, now I need to get to the other tower. But not gonna be any easier.
Christ Jesus, who laid down his life for our sins.
Ah.
You and the guardian angel to take care of your...
If it's scrub you're after, you'll have to wait. I've been here for ages. And have to go on duty too.
I suppose you're aware.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here, or at least a bit of gruel.
I can see if I.
Hey, I need some.
You might.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I need to get higher steel. Oh, but there's a guard. And he's coming right in here. Okay.
The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time.
Well, do I need to get even higher? Well, I guess so.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
I work here, genius.
Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
You know I was locked up? For such an uncaring girl, your interest is a bit suspicious.
Right. I spend the whole day following you and the arrogant fool around, spying on you.
That's exactly what I think.
Well, think again.
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here.
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the Crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I have to find medicine for Captain Thomas. Otherwise he'll die and my friend will be executed.
Thomas. I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really? You must be...
Really? Didn't you lose a comb by...
What? How did you...
How?
That was pretty good.
As you wish.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it.
And what if there's nothing interesting?
Then tough luck. But that crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe.
All right.
And now get out of my way.
No savior schnapps, eh?
The sixth bell. Half the time is up.
Well, do we brew anything? Well, I don't think we have the ingredients for that, but we should be able to make some more savior schnapps. Which will be useful. Very good. Although that feels weird because... I just think there should be a recipe to brew the potion myself. And I just feel like it should be there, but I'm just not seeing it. Oh. But yeah, there's nothing else in here, so... Well...
The 7th bell.
Unless I'm supposed to go even higher. Well, now we have the save point, so... Why don't you react at all?
What are you doing here? What do you think you're doing here? Came to steal... What? Leave me. I won't tell anyone. Time to go. You...
Okay, that's not it. Well then... I do have a potion for fever, so I guess that'll have to do. Right, that should all be simple.
Huh? I must be mad.
Indeed, you must be mad. I can't imagine doing this entire quest with low sneaking and agility and all that.
Hey! You're the one they're looking for here! Surrender! Now!
Easy! I surrender!
You're a one. You're that. I'll have.
Look,
What are you talking?
look, we're both.
Where-
It's like
No.
they're weird. Well, this yacht at height, and all of a sudden, that girl. Oh,
Oh, that's that. I've had enough. You're under arrest. Surrender now!
Shut the fuck up and let me through you. Ah, it's so annoying.
Huh? Huh.
To hell with it.
Well, all I can do is hope that he won't see me here.
Did you get it? It will have to be diluted. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. And worst of all, a poacher.
Well, I guess Hans is getting hanged.
And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
And he died. Damn, the story gets really good. The episodes are so long, but we cannot just cut it in the middle. I wouldn't want to do that to you.
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, You tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Sir, we came to your castle in a state of desperation. Your chamberlain had the guards empty excrement on my lord's head and beat him without hearing us out. You were still at the castle then, and if he'd let us see you, maybe you wouldn't have left and wouldn't have been ambushed. And if that wasn't enough, when he had Sir Hans arrested, he refused to believe who he was, even though not only I told him, but your Captain Thomas too.
I must say you have courage, youngster. But I expect I would also be in such a foul mood if the same had happened to me.
Sir!
Best be quiet, Ulrich. We will talk about that another time. And I apologize to you for that unpleasantness. At least it ended better than it might have. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
I wouldn't be so bold as to suggest that, sir. We are merely interested in whether you would sit down at the negotiating table with us. It's necessary to discuss the future of the kingdom, whether it's to be a common one or not.
The future is still a long way off for me, Lord Capon. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather fortress among the cliffs. The omen there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
Who is this lord? The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands. His children are grown up. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. In short, the House of Nebak is...
Thank you. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will... That will do us.
What should we do if he's...
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So I do not expect any great obstacles. But he will take his time over being persuaded, and then conquer.
I'll get to him somehow.
I expect nothing...
We'll take care of it.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible.
Very well. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here?
And why does this talk?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau.
Interesting.
Thank you, sir.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. Go with God.
Thank you for everything, sir.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon, and you, Henry, shall also be accommodated. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble, and therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one. Gentlemen, follow me.
Anyway,
So, Zahan,
this
allow me
episode
to-
is
Hold
already
on,
way
sir.
too long as it
If
is.
you think everything
So,
is settled between us,
I'm
and we're
gonna
act like
end it
nothing
right
happened,
here,
then you're
and
mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to
I'll
have me
catch
executed a
you
short
in
while
the
ago.
next one
I
after
expect a proper
Hans is
apology.
done bitching about.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offense.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more, I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today. Silence is golden, eh?
Anyway, yeah. I'll catch you in the next one, so take care.